Welcome to Intentional Healings TV. On our show, we interview experts from around the world, bringing inner wisdom to our future dreams. And I'm Jodi Friedman, the host of the show. My co-host, Teresa Lang.
Hello, everyone.
And our special guest today is Elizabeth Bahura.
Thank you. Hello.
Catelli Integrative Health Center. Did I say it right?
You did.
It's awesome. Welcome to the show. We're so happy to have you here. And we couldn't get your husband here today because he's a busy man.
He is. He is a little busy with patients today, after all.
He is. And her husband is Kevin Bahura of Catelli Integrative Health Center. He's a chiropractor. And the best part about that for me is he's holistic.
Yes, very much.
And why don't you describe what your business is for everybody?
So for Catelli Integrative Health Center, we're an all-natural weight loss program where we actually focus on the body chemistry and what we have tagged as the 3P protocol, where we focus on not just the physical, but the physiology and the psychology.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
So it's very well-rounded program.
I believe so. I'm biased, but yes.
Well, share some more with us.
So we designed this program because we wanted to have something different, something that stood out, something that you could lose the weight and keep it off. And so through the dissection of our experience, the multiple years in practice, mine with the motivational and weight loss coaching, I have a younger sister who struggled with weight loss as well for many, many years. And we realized the thing missing the most in the competition, basically, is that nobody focuses on the depth of how that happens and how it occurs for people. And so through that, we were able to create a process that's a multifaceted doctor-supervised weight loss program where we're able to get people healthy, and weight loss is really the side effect of that. So,
well, that's an interesting twist.
And what I like is it's without exercise. You don't have to exercise because, I mean, you can exercise, but you don't have to because as you were saying earlier, that the weight comes off with this designed program at rest. So the pounds can, while you're sleeping, come right on off. So that's pretty cool.
And you're also, from what I understand, NLP certified, master coach. That's amazing. So you have a lot in your background, and I believe you worked for 4 years, correct? Doing this work?
Yes, in private practice I did prior to joining forces with my husband. So.
And tell us why you love it. Tell our audience, what do you love about what you do?
I love the most, it's very hard to point out one specific thing, but I get to bring together the, not just the biochemical approach, but I get to marry in helping people. And so we get to get down without getting people to spiral into the painful portions. We get to target what might be holding them back from losing the weight and keeping it off. The behavioral eating component that may be trauma related, things that people don't even realize happen. We get to help uncover that. And then I always want to save the world. I want to save people. And so I get to help them and be there for them. And not in a codependent fashion, but in a way that really helps them create a new lifestyle, a new version of themselves. So,
well, let's talk about you for a minute, because on a personal level, I mean, I don't usually ask people how old they are, but why don't you tell our audience how old you are and how many children you have and how many grandchildren you have. And this is probably born out of why you like to help others, because you have such a huge following at home.
I do. I'm 40 years old. I do like to say I'm a Las Vegas native. I've never been pulled out of Las Vegas yet. I have 6 children. I have 2 grandchildren and another one on the way.
Wow.
And I also come from a big family of 10.
So there you go.
Yeah.
And did you
look
never
great.
eat?
No, I think it's not just genetics. Fortunately, I've had a healthy, active lifestyle. I am lucky in the sense that I had a lot of, even with the difficulties in life, I had a lot of positive role models around me, especially my dad. And so that was helpful too in putting this all together.
what I noticed about your program at Catelli, along with the red lights, which you can describe that, how that those two marry together very well, is what sets you apart when you were talking from the other programs, is that your company actually has 10,000 people who have gone through the program successfully with the supplements, and they are manufactured holistically with whole foods.
Yes.
That is quite different than what you get with supplements and things like that. So you have the hormones. They're not hormones per se, but they activate hormones within you to naturally fire off and work with the insulin and the leptin and just everything that somebody like me who is 100 pounds overweight, probably, gosh, I hate to admit that, 11 months ago,
somebody was not now.
Was, yes.
Where that person at that time doesn't know what they don't know, and their body's confused, and you just can't lose the weight. So your company has actually gone down in there and educated themselves to biochemically change and flip these people's lives in a natural way, which isn't so invasive, starving, or anything like that. And so I'm just really pleased that you're able to bring this to the community. And then the red lights. Oh my gosh, the red lights. Let's talk about the red lights.
Yeah, let's talk about the red lights, because I've done the red lights.
I have lost so much fat just by doing the red lights with the Catelli as well. And I'm just shocked. I'm shocked at the inches that I've lost. It took me years. I didn't think I would be able to get rid of.
It's not a blue light special. It's a
red light special. It is special.
So tell what it is.
The easiest way to describe what the red light system does is it penetrates through the epidermis, and it penetrates into the fat cells directly.
Mm-hmm.
It causes the fat to emulsify. Basically, it's like putting a temporary hole in the center of the fat cells, shrinking it up. We actually have on our website, we have pictures of the process itself. It causes the fat to then drain into the body systems, and then we put the patients on what's called a vibration plate, so they can drain the lymphatic system as well, so that the fat isn't reabsorbed to the body.
Mm-hmm.
And so in that, over the course of 72 hours, the skin will tighten, tone, and firm. And with each session, following just from the first session, you lose 1 to 3 pounds.
And you do sell those in packages as well.
We do.
And it dovetails into other healing modalities. So you don't have to be on the Catelli program to do the red lights, which is wonderful, because we have it right now at Innovative Healing, which I've partnered with you, and I'm working there with you. And I just think it's wonderful. It's really amazing. So, and then the other part that is different, I believe, I could be wrong, but with the Catelli, you also integrate having the pH water that works with the body chemistry, taking it from acidic to the higher levels of pH, so that the body can really get rid of the fat.
Yes.
And
we've been super fortunate. It's actually, we've surpassed 10,000 patients. With that number, we've been able to identify, statistically speaking, women will lose 15 to 21 pounds every 30 days of fat, and our men is 21 to 30 pounds. That is the average. Yeah. The only way it doesn't work is if you don't follow it. So
and you don't have to starve either.
No, you have to eat. You have to eat. You have to drink water. It is, for everything that we've researched, everything that we know, the fastest ways to lose fat at rest and keep it off. That's
awesome.
Really important to us.
Well, when I about a month and a half, 2 months ago, I took 2 weeks of my life and did 5 sessions, and it was great. I could just see, especially for me, because I do Pilates 5 days a week, but I still had, like, right here some lines, and then of course that ugly cellulite, and I'm looking like 2 months later, and I'm still looking, thinking, is it going to come back? And it hasn't come back.
Yeah, definitely. It's really a wonderful system. And definitely combined with healthy eating habits. But even if it's, you've got a wedding you got to get to, and you need those last few inches off or something like that.
It does work.
So.
It really defines the skin and makes it much tighter looking.
It does.
So where can somebody either know more about the Catelli and the red lights, or both, or where can you get this locations?
So our website is drkevenbahora.com, so drkevenbahora.com. You can go to our Facebook page, Catelli Integrative Health Center of Las Vegas, and then you can get a link to us as well through Innovative Healing of Las Vegas,
which is on Ann and 95
and 95
right now.
So the best thing to do to reach you, though, is to go to, what's the Facebook page again?
Our Facebook page is Kateli, Kateli, Integrative Health Center. You can also phone us at 702-750-9344, and everyone gets a free consultation.
That's great. Well, I was on your website today looking at the food. It looks delicious. A lot of protein, a lot of veggies.
Yes.
Looked like, did you prepare those foods yourself?
If I
wanted to eat them.
if I don't, one of our partners, some of our patients, even families, I have a sister who's a chef, so we gave the parameters of what we want things cooked in and with, and
Isn't there like a weekly newsletter or something?
We do. You can sign up for that.
Nationwide, where anyone can plug in and get more information on meals and prep and all of that.
Yes, and you can. We are doing very frequent updates on Facebook as well. So really endless recipes at this point. We've come up with dessert substitutes basically, but not really substitutes, replacements. This is a lifestyle change. So we want you to be able to still enjoy life, enjoy food, and carry on.
So what would you say, Elizabeth, that sets you apart from other diet programs and other weight loss programs?
I believe that the thing that we do the best is the supportive care. When we address every single patient that wants to have the support, you have access to us. You've got a buddy system. We're going to show you how to do this. We're going to meet you where you are 150% of the time.
That's great.
And I think most importantly with the lose the weight and keep it off, that's not just a catchphrase. That's something we know we can do. It's something we do 1 year, 2 years, 5 years down the road. We've got those stats. So
that's fabulous, because that's usually the problem, is that people take off the weight, but then once they go back to their normal eating habits, they're back at their weight again, or even more.
It's true. Right. The yo-yo dieting part of it.
Yeah, you won't have to do that. We'll educate you. You really just have to want to.
So it's like a reset.
It's a reset
and a detox.
Very mild, but it's really changing what you know. You don't know what you don't know
until you know it.
So
she says that all the time.
I love that saying. It's one of my favorites. We give you the education. We give you all of the tools, and the body is just not designed to pack on the weight and keep it on. You should be able to have fun foods and not worry about, oh my gosh, I just looked at a donut and gained 5 pounds. And that is true. And in a healthy body environment, which is what we work to get you to, that's how we know we're able to educate you, we're able to show you the science, we're able to support you, get you there, and you'll have access to us endless amounts of time.
And it's not like you can't have a donut.
You can have a donut.
Once you get to a certain place, because you had discussed that, the program works so well, your body gets in such a rhythm that if, hey, you want to go have whatever you want to have one week, your body isn't going to freak out and just pack on all the pounds just by looking at it or smelling it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how that happens, that you just smell the donut and it's like you're wearing it on your hips. I've noticed that.
My younger sister, and they always say, don't treat your family. And that's said a lot. I say they, as in a lot of professionals don't recommend you work with your family, and I just said forget that. So my younger sister, Kat, who is
she's
the Kat
amazing,
of Kateli.
By the way.
Yes, she is. She's my poster person. Yes, it was her, my best friend. She lost 120 pounds, and she's kept it off. It's been almost a year now.
Isn't she like a pastry chef or something too? Doesn't she bake cakes?
She is. She's actually what we call Las Vegas cake box.
Yeah, she's going to be smelling those donuts all the time.
It's not difficult though. And she went back. She's been at 150 for over 11 months now, and she's been super successful, and she's enjoyed life.
I just saw her the other day. She looks fantastic, and she just seems so happy.
She is. I think exceptionally happy because she gets to shop in my closet. So
I don't blame her.
So that's been fun.
Wonderful.
So let's talk about the cost of the program. Is it affordable for people, or?
We make it affordable. So it really is. This is why it's a free consultation. I'm not sure what a person's health background is until I get some time with them, or Dr. Kevin gets some time with them. And so it's between myself, my husband, and we have a registered licensed dietitian that's our clinical director. And so case by case, you can have diabetes. We have been able to show success in the blood test results no longer being diabetic, basically. And with that, and that's time and time and time again. So once we get the patient in front of us, I don't do hard sales, it's a doctor's office. So we just get to say, this is what we believe we can do for you, what your goal is. We set up realistic goals, and it can be $150 or it can go up to $4,000. I mean, if you have a few $100 to lose, but that's a really significant case.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's meant to fit within a person's budget, so that
whether they're just a few pounds or they're obese, you have a program for everybody.
We do, yes.
It's custom designed to each person's.
It is. Based on what the
body.
need and the health assessment is. It's super important to have that information. So there's no contraindication, for instance, because everything we do is whole food based and all natural.
Mm-hmm.
There's still, there's a tender spot there where we want to be able to hold that hand, be supportive, know what we're talking about at each turn, and help get everything stabilized from autoimmune disorders to diabetes to thyroid conditions, pretty much you name it.
Chronic fatigue.
Yeah, we're able to get
I know
there.
that food and plant-based food, especially in organics, is very, I mean, it can change your life.
Yeah.
I know, I had a
Definitely.
stroke years ago, and I cured it. I became vegan for 8 months, dropped 50 pounds, and got my eyesight back.
Wow.
Because I had to detox the liver. So
Yes.
I worked with the kidneys, the liver, all of that, just
Super
through
important.
food. So is there a lot of food preparation? How does that work?
Well, even before we designed the program, I was a big advocate for food prep. Honestly, mostly, I was a single mom for 10 years with several kids.
So you
food
did it
prep
anyways.
was my only option because of money, honestly, budget. You know, when you don't have a lot of money and you're working on a really tight budget and you've got these mouths to feed, you've got to find a way to do it healthy, effectively, and what better way to do it than food prepping and buying a book. And so food prep definitely is your advantage. Not required, definitely not required, and certainly not required to be successful. It's always recommended whether you're on the program or not, though, because you don't want to starve your body.
Right. Well, and if you've done things ahead of time, it's more of a guarantee you're going to eat the right way, as opposed to missing a meal and then coming home and, oh well, because I wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people will do like a week's worth of preparation and then freeze or refrigerate the food. But it really looks yummy on your website. Everybody has to go to your website and take a look at it.
Yeah, it's definitely great, and it can be anywhere from, you know, a quick 15 or 20 minute food prep to 2 hours if you'd like it to be, depending on what you're looking for. I don't believe we've found a single thing yet that we can't substitute and make it great and healthy for you.
Well, that's good. Well, on another level, I know that you have written a book and that you have some things coming out. Would you like to share that?
Sure. So I am a published children's book author. It's Joey G. Can't Fall Asleep, and we have 24 other books pending. It's really just designing what is going to be the best format we do that in. I sat on it for quite some time deciding which way we wanted to do it. Really releasing the first one was more to test the market and just see. It was fun. It was written behind my nieces, my nephews, and my children. And then I have 2 more coming out. One is about the recovery of loss, losing a child. And then the other, my mom was an interesting and dynamic individual. And so there was I'm almost done revising the novel about her life as well. So.
Wow, when do you have time for play? Sounds like you're so busy.
It's a disciplined, structured life, but allowing flexibility to have some fun too.
Well, that's excellent. You look like you live life to the fullest.
She does.
I try.
Well, we are so blessed to have you.
Yes.
Do you want to share anything about your husband? I mean, I wish you could have been here today to join us.
I'm a little sad. I believe he's a much better speaker than I am because I just get so excited and I talk so fast.
Yeah, you're doing great.
He's an artist that's a doctor. So he likes to make fun and say it's kind of like a server on his way to Hollywood. He says that even so much better. He's a former stand-up comedian.
Oh, wow.
So he literally infuses that in the floor of the open room of the chiropractic. He's brilliant, and he believes in the meet you where you are, even in the chiropractic element, and he doesn't pre-sell packages, and he doesn't try to fix something that doesn't need fixing, and he doesn't pretend he can do something he can't. So obviously biased where I'm concerned, And he's at Advanced Spine and Wellness, Dr. Kevin Bohora, and he's up in the Northwest at N95 as well. So
Is he still taking patients, or is he?
he's still accepting patients. Yeah,
Wonderful. Well, I always love chiropractors. I'll have to try them out.
he's pretty amazing.
I
He
knew a
is.
lot of them from car accidents way back when, but now I just see chiropractors when I just need a little tweaking here and there.
Well, we'd love to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's been such a pleasure, and we have a few more minutes. So, do you have any classes or anything that you want to share? I know Teresa and I do, which we'd like to share, but is there anything special that you'd like to share with us?
Well, keep an eye out because we are going to be putting on some free webinars for the general public to show the psychological element and how that plays into the role of the physiology and the physical, and discusses the 3P protocol. We'll be working with personal trainers to teach them what we know, and also medical doctors, because we really want to show with the registered licensed dietitian how we can co-manage patients and really work hard to get all of our patients as healthy as possible and drug-free if possible.
That's wonderful.
Pretty important. So
Yeah, you
So
have
not yet
some
scheduled,
big
but
goals.
I
Which is
do.
great.
I do.
And is that going to be online, or that'll be
We'll
real
do
time?
both. We'll do both, and we'll put out some commercials online just to announce it and
That's
get
great.
that going. We actually get to meet tomorrow with the gentleman that's going to help us with that. So
Well, good. We look forward to seeing you more out in the community.
thank you so much.
And as you know, Teresa and I have One World Healing. It's a movement to help everybody understand holistic practices and alternative medicine and why it's so beautiful, even with allopathic medicine, adding it to that in whatever way. Teresa and I have done energy work forever. We're both
Yes.
Reiki masters, hypnosis, so many different modalities, and we have some classes going around town. So we're going to share our classes. I have 2 this week coming up. I have a workshop, a Reiki Level 1 on self-healing is Saturday in Henderson. And I also have, we have the garden meditation.
Jacob's
Oh, you know, the weather's getting cooler, so any of you listening that want to bring blankets, I'm just kidding. Sunday at 2 o'clock, we'll be in the garden in Southern Highlands. It's beautiful.
It's
You have to-
gorgeous
you have to
there.
join us.
We should be in town, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, that'd be
That's
great.
great.
Yes,
Yeah, and
finally.
we do some gourmet food there for everybody, and the garden is just incredible. We're always putting it on Facebook,
Yeah,
and
it's fun.
that's what I've got going on this week. Next week will be Salt Room, and I have a new venue, but I'm not going to say anything. Should I say something, Teresa?
Sure, why not?
I'm signing a contract today. I'll be out at a yoga studio off of Rainbow in the center of town, and I'll be putting together some classes with meditation and Reiki and whole new protocols. So I'm really excited.
The people out there are gonna just love you out there.
Yeah.
There's space for like 60 to 80 people, so this is going to be something new and something big for me.
You are meant to be there,
I'm
for
ready.
sure.
And you, Teresa,
And me-
share, what are you doing?
I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, so I see private patients and at my office. And then I also am at the Salt Room on the 18th doing a hypnosis on financial success and balance in a
good.
salt
It
cave.
is. Yeah.
you've
You
been
both
there
have
too.
experienced it,
Yes,
so
love it.
thank you. And just continuing to work with Elizabeth at Innovative Healing. Sometimes she'll have a client that needs a little bit more protocol with hypnosis or guided meditation, so we kind of work together with that. So I'm really all over the place. I'm with you.
You're with her.
Yeah, I'm just. It makes life not boring. Let's put it that way.
Definitely.
I don't like boring.
So
So
it's fun that we've all come back together. And what I want to say about you is that you're just incredible as a healer.
Aw.
I know people come and tell me when they work with you, they are just so moved, and their lives change. You are definitely a transformer, and you help people
Jeez.
transmute
the
negativity.
check is in the mail.
Okay, you know how
I'll
to spell my
receive
name?
it. I'm learning to receive compliments. I'll receive it. Thank you.
That's good.
And what
Well,
do you
you're
do?
fabulous. That's right. We sizzle.
No.
Definitely.
Just have fun what you're doing, and whatever passion you have, don't hide it. go big.
Absolutely.
Go big and don't hide
Go
it.
big or go home.
That's right.
Any final words from you, Elizabeth? It's been such a pleasure having you.
I just appreciate
Yes,
the both of
we
you.
love you.
And of course, adore
Mwah.
you, love you, love you, love you, and thank you for everything. Love the full circle. So I appreciate you guys having me on here. So.
Great to
Absolutely.
have you.